you so much for today. Okay. By the name, Hilary Soso. We are going to study research methodology, especially we talk more about academic communications. Academic communication, iyo bavuze iri jambo, ni itumanaho rinyuze mu bigo runaka. Ushobora kuba ibigo by'amashuri, mu mashuri abanza, ayisumbuye ndetse ubumenyingiro n'imyuga ndetse na za kaminuza. Ni inyandiko ziri official zo mu kiyobozi ziba zifite amategeko n'amabwiriza zigenderaho. Ese iryo jambo rishatse kuvuga iki? Ni ukuvuga ngo academic communication involves presenting ideas effectively and formally in a scholastic environment. If you attend the institutions of higher education, you can use these skills to contribute to the academic conversation with your teachers and peers. Academic communication nk'uko nari nabivuze ni inyandiko y'itumanaho mu bigo runaka ibibumbatiye ubutumwa abantu bahuriyeho. Urabona ko hano twashyizeho akarogo. Academic communication ni itara, ni imboni ya rubanda hagati y'uyoborwa n'uyobora. Niho hanyuzwamo inyandiko zitandukanye zitanga amatangazo, izimenyesha ndetse n'izigisha zitanga ubutumwa runaka. Rero hano ikubiyemo isakazwa ry'ibitekerezo bishingiye ahanini mu gutanga amakuru ya nyayo agendanye n'ahabazengurutse cyangwa ibihe murimo. Igihe rero umuntu yitabiriye kwiga mu ishuri runaka, abasabwe gukoresha ubumenyi mu kugira ngo abashe kurema ubwo buryo bwo gutumanaho, aho abyigishwa n'abarezi batandukanye bamuri imbere cyangwa bamuyoboye cyangwa amatsinda abarizwamo amagurupe. Academic communication also called scholarly communication. Bango mu busanzwe bajya bakunda kwita scholarly communication. Ibi bishatse kuvuga ko refer to methods of communication that are highly structured and generally only used in pedagogical settings. Nukwango bivuze ko ari uburyo bw'itumanaho bukoreshwa ku ishusho y'ikirenga igaragaza uburyo rusange gusa, aho ikoreshwa mu buryo bwateguwe neza buzwi. Academic communication can include the words and structures. Iyi nyandiko igomba kuba ikubiyemo amagambo n'ishusho n'uburyo ikoreshwa mu kurondora ibitekerezo, as well as methods, nk'uko bigaragara neza muri ubu buryo, by which ideas are disseminated. Ibitekerezo birajorwa. Academic purpose, noneho impapuro cyangwa inyandiko ziri academic. Research papers, inyandiko z'ubushakashatsi. Narrative or personal essays, imyandiko y'abantu ku giti cyabo cyangwa y'ubundi buryo. Descriptive essays, inyandiko zitanga ubusobanuro ku kintu runaka. Argumentative essays, inyandiko ziri kurondora bimwe mu bintu biri mu njyana y'amatsinda. Persuasive essays, inyandiko zita ku kintu runaka, zisobanura zinarondora bimwe mu bintu runaka. Cause and effect essays, inyandiko za gitera n'ingaruka cyangwa umusaruro wabayeho. Compare or contrast essays, inyandiko zigereranya n'ihwanisha. Footnotes. Yavuze footnotes ni akajambo kajya hejuru ya footer, ya page footer, kaba kari kurenguriza ku busobanuro bw'ijambo ryakoreshejwe mu gika cyawe ridasobanutse. Footnote is a note at the bottom of the page in a book which provides more detailed information about something that is mentioned on that page. Footnotes are used in some books and research work, particularly work published in the social sciences discipline. Footnotes are intended to provide readers with further information or to share copyright permission information. Footnotes, aka kajambo gakoreshwa muri bimwe mu bitabo no mu bushakashatsi bw'ibikorwa runaka, aho ibikorwa bigenda bigaragazwa mu bumenyi bwo mu matsinda runaka, ugendeye ku muco w'agace runaka abantu baherereyemo. Ikindi, iyi footnote yitezweho ko ishobora guha umusomyi uburyo bwa nyabwo abonamo amakuru cyangwa kuyasangiza abandi bigendeye ku ruhushya rusange yahawe n'ayo makuru. A few footnote usage rules. Bimwe muri bike ushobora kwibandaho. Amategeko y'ibanze ugomba kugenderaho ukora footnotes. Okay. Footnotes are numbered consecutively throughout a research paper. Footnote ni imibarwa yifashishwa mu kwerekana ubushakashatsi bwa muri research paper yawe. Note begin the numbering on each page. Ntukongere gutangiza umubare kuri buri page yawe. Each quotation requires a footnote. Buri quotation yose, rya jambo washyize mu twuguruzo n'utwugarizo, igomba kugira footnote. Footnotes are always double spaces. Footnotes iteka ryose igomba kugira imyanya y'imfabusa ibiri. Okay. Footnotes are referenced using superscript numbers. Nukuvuga ngo iyo ukora footnote, reference yayo igomba kuba ifite inyuguti nkuru, umubare uri power, umubare uri hejuru waga power, exponential superscript numbers. Ibyo ni ryo tegeko rya mbere, uretse ko niyo unagiyemo irabyikorera, iyo ugakiritse hita ibyikorera. Hano bari kubitwereka superscript numbers, uri kuyibona kandi urabona ko zaje hano munsi footnotes. Ngayo nguko aya niyo mabwiriza yo tugendera dukora footnotes yacu uri kubibona neza. Citation. A citation is the way you tell your readers that certain material in your work came from another source. It also gives your readers the information necessary to find that source again, including information about the author, the title of the work, the name and the location of the company that published your copy of the source, the date your copy was published, the page numbers of the materials you are borrowing. Citation ni uburyo bwo kubwira umusomyi wawe bimwe mu bikoresho bikenewe kuzanwa bivuye ahandi. Nanone biha umusomyi amakuru y'ingenzi yashakisha yamufasha kumenya aho ibyo bintu bikomoka. Nanone ugendeye kuri ibi bikurikira: ngo information about the authors, kumenya amakuru y'umwanditsi, the title of the work, ubwoko cyangwa umutwe w'igikorwa ari gukora, the name, izina, location of the company, kumenya izina n'ahantu iyo company yasakaje iyo nyandiko aho ikomoka. Date, kumenya itariki, your copy was published, kumenya itariki iyo kopi yawe yasakajweho. The page numbers of materials you are borrowing, kumenya page number, umubare w'uruhande wifashishije cyangwa umubare w'uruhande wasomye watiye ufite gutira. Kumenya page ukeneye kwitiza. Why should I cite sources? Nihe mpamvu ituma kiraho sources? Give credit to the original authors. Biguha uburyo ntakumirwa bwo gukoresha inyandiko gatozi y'umwanditsi. By citing sources, the only way to use other people's work without plagiarism. Bituma utagaragara nk'umuntu washishuye wiganije abandi. Okay. But there are a number of other reasons to cite sources. Uretse kwirinda uko gukopera ukanakoresha inyandiko gatozi y'umwanditsi nyirizina ugendeye ku bitekerezo bye ku isoko nyakuri y'ibye, hari izindi mpamvu zituma do citing ama sources tuyashyira mu nyandiko yacu. Citing are extremely helpful to anyone. Ngo mu buryo bwagutse citing irafasha cyane umuntu uwo ari we wese who wants to find out more about your ideas. Umushaka kumenya amakuru arambuye agendanye n'igitekerezo cyawe. And where they came from, akamenya naho akomoka. Not all sources are good. Ntabwo sources cyangwa amasoko yose ari meza, nta nubwo ari uko aboneye. Your own idea may often be more accurate or interesting than those of your sources. Ibyo bintu bishobora kuba bishamaje cyangwa bishishikaje cyane kuruta za zindi zose uri gutekereza. Proper citation will keep you from taking the lap for someone else's bad ideas. Proper citation izagufasha kubika bimwe mu bitekerezo bitaboneye ufite. Citing sources shows the amount of researches you have done. Nukuvuga ngo citation yerekana umubare w'ubushakashatsi wakoze. Do you understand? Citing sources strengthen your work by lending outside support to your idea. Citing sources strengthen kwango kugena icyanya cy'isoko y'ibyo ukoraho biva, bitanga imbaraga mu mikorere yawe, aho ugumya gushakashaka no gucukumbura ubufasha bw'ibitekerezo by'abandi bivuye ahakuzengurutse. Doesn't citing makes my work seem less original? Nukuvuga ngo si ngombwa gukora citing mu kazi kawe igihe biri kugaragara nk'aho iyo nyandiko ari gatozi. Not at all. Ntago ari kuri zose. On the contrary, citing sources actually helps your reader distinguish your ideas from those of your sources. This will actually emphasize the originality of your own work. This actually emphasizes the originality of your own work. Ngibi bigufasha mu buryo bugaragara kwerekana inyandiko y'ukuri igaragaza ko ibintu ari ibyawe, utabikopiye ahantu, utacoporoye. When do I need to cite? Ni ryari mba nkeneye gucitinga? Whenever you blow word or idea, igihe cyose witije amagambo cyangwa ibitekerezo, you need to acknowledge their source. Ukwiye kwerekana aho bikomoka. The following situations almost always require citation. Ibi bihe bitandukanye bigukururira ahanini mu gukora citation ikakwereka ko zikenewe. Whenever you use quotes, igihe cyose ukoresheje quotes ugomba gushyiraho reference. Whenever you paraphrase, igihe uvuze ibintu mu magambo yawe ariko atari ibyawe ugomba gushyiraho reference. Whenever you use an idea that someone else has already expressed, whenever you make a specific reference to the work of another, whenever someone else's work has been critical in developing your own idea. Igihe cyose washyizeho kote, igihe cyose wakoze paraphrasing, igihe cyose ukoresha ibitekerezo bivuye mu wundi mu bisanzwe byarakoreshejwe, igihe cyose uri guspecifyinga references ku wundi muntu, n'igihe cyose umuntu yaba yaragize ibyo akora akabidevelopa bijyanye n'igitekerezo ufite, nibwo dukora reference citation. Resources, aho ushobora gukora ibintu plagiarism.org article, what is a citation? Okay. How to cite sources. How to cite sources. The purpose for citing is to let readers know that a specific piece of information you are providing has a source or author, other than your own observation or reasoning. In many cases, the strength and credibility of your work depends on the validity of your sources, the quality of the sources, especially peer-reviewed journals, and your ability to represent those sources clearly without plagiarizing. Even if you fail to cite a source or cite improperly without meaning to do so, the consequences can be just as dire as if you did it on purpose, especially in academic and professional settings. Simple MRA citation list: book, author, last name, author first name, book title, publication city, publishing company, okay, publication year, book, one author, Reucher, Julius, Glass, Fred, Carter, New York. Story Publishing, 2006. Book, multiple authors, founder Ellison and Jim Teresian, banking in NYC, New York City, London, Random House 2000. Book editor Johnson Eliot AD Handbook of No-Till Agriculture, Kansas City, CRC, 1993. Sample MRA citation list. Journal article. Author last name. Author first name. Article title. Journal title. Volume number. Issue number. Publication year. Page numbers. 1 author. Power Hope D. Implementation of GIS in soil analysis, soil technology. 47 bracket 2003. Volume number. Page number 295 up to 308. Multiple authors. Maddox, Alex Lee, Anna Ali, and Jemiah MC Namara. Effect of visiting animals on patient recovery. Hospital observations. 58.6 2003. Page 12 up to 18. Page 12 up to 18. Sample MRA citation list. Magazine article. Author last name. Author first name. Article title. Magazine title. Publication month and year. Double colon. Page numbers. Example: felon blood. Felon comma blood. Aurora Borealis. Travel. May 2004. Page 36 up to 41. Sample MRA citation list. Encyclopedia. Encyclopedia article. Author last name. Author first name. Article title. Encyclopedia title. Edition. Publication city. Publication company. Publication year. Example: Jones, comma, Alessio. Quotation: certificates of deposit. Encyclopedia of finance. Ed James, Michael Newton. Second ed edition. San Francisco. Double colon. Masmilan, 2001. 2001. Okay. Sample MRIA citation list. Newspapers. The newspaper's article, author last name, author first name, article title, new page title, date published, page numbers, Kovaris, Patrick, development, Tiritines, farmland, Messila, Valley, Bulletin, 8 April 2004, A3. Okay. Sample MRI citation list of websites. Author last name, author first name, article title, website title, publisher or website name, date accessed, URL, if source is difficult to find. Yes. Applegates, Tristan, judging the credibility of sources, your source for sources, EAD, Madison, Color, 4 September 2012, HT source for sources.com, article article.php 3398. Okay. 51. Bibliography. Bibliography is a list of all of the sources you have used, whether referenced or not. In the process of researching your work, in general, a bibliography should include the author's names, the title of the work, the names and locations of the companies that published your copies of the sources, the dates your copies were published, the page numbers of your sources if they are a part of multiple source volumes. How to write a bibliography. Reference list. Reference list is a list of all the sources you have referred to in the main part of your assignment, and it should be included at the end of your piece of work immediately before your bibliography. The list of resources. The list of sources used or considered in preparing work. Formatting differences APA style produced and narrated by Laura Kilam. Thank you so much. Thank you.